Hello, welcome again to episode number 2 of trying to read 100 books. And yep, first episode took a long while, but we did the basics, So we got our little book generator, we got our nice little house, a nice little place to read the books, our dogs, and with a total completion of 1 and 2 books out of 100. So we'll try and fill this chest up, and maybe another one if it needs that, but. Today we'll be using that farm back there, gathering books, and I think I'm gonna go check real quick. Hold up, let me sleep real quick, then check. I think I'll be able to go to the village right here, and go to the villagers. I think some of them actually trade for books, so I can do that on the side for more books. But I need to find a villager to actually make sure. No one here. Oh, abandoned house. I heard him. Here? Here. What's up? You're a nitwit. Dumb nitwit. Maybe these other houses. But I do believe they sell books. You're a farmer. Move. Librarian. Ooh, let's see. Just trying there. The Saga of Latasha. So I'm right. And a dusty book. And I think this dusty book will be just a random book. But it helps. So, honestly, I'm gonna lock this dude up over here. Ooh, just coughing. I'm gonna keep these two guys locked up. Move, bro. Move. I'm gonna keep these two locked in here. Because I will generate, or I'll try to generate, some emerald from this dude, then move on to this dude. All right, time to skip into the future and go to me chilling there for maybe 20 minutes. I'll do 20 minutes of grinding there, see if I get anything good, and after that maybe read a book or two and go get farm. So see you guys on the next little time skip. So see you. All right. Wait like a good two. That guy just died. I waited a good maybe like 20 minutes or so. I was just watching Netflix on my phone. In the meantime, and I was searching some stuff up, and I think I may rebuild this. Not gonna lie, I may rebuild it and place it higher because these mobs that come underground and caves and even the villagers and the dogs affect the spawn rate of this, so I may have to move it upwards, like into the sky, so I can get the full mob percentage. See what the hell we do. I already saw a book and a lot of XP. Oh, that wasn't that much, to be honest. It was a good amount, but not that much. Witches are gonna suck because just gonna keep healing them. Alright, let's see. Okay, for waiting for 20 minutes, I got Minecraft Origins, Helping Hand, My Animal by Pats, and Jarno's Diary, day 67. Alright, okay. We got 2 in there and we got 4. We got 6 books total. Not read though, but that's not bad. I was gonna say that's not decent, but that's actually perfect. Okay. Let me get back home, sleep, and tomorrow I'll go. Actually, I'll come here now, take the bones out of here, start farming some. God, I can't close it. Can't click it right. I'll start bone milling all this and make some money. So you can give me some books. I want to try and get at least 6 books before starting off to read stuff. So just throw these in here. Make it look nice. All right, full. Do I have more bones? Yep, I do. Do I have any bones in here? Oh no, I got rid of that chest. I'm stupid. Okay. What am I missing? Do I have any crops? Okay. Let me fix my inventory with all this. Let me get all this random stuff out of here. maybe once I hit 30, I can make a looting 3 sword. If not, then I can just ball out and get the, what's it, the grindstone? I think that's what it's called, the grindstone, and get more. But I think the villager said you can get baked potatoes from this. Okay, wow. But the villager said not 64, not a stack, but the villager said a certain amount of potatoes, carrots, and wheats. If I mess this up and just waste my time here, then I waste my time. But I actually do believe it's what he said. So, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be remembered. I hope. I'm gonna do one more row of these, and move on to the next crop, then keep doing that. I just make a decent amount. So boom, boom, boom. Hard to get now. Oh, okay, this works. So, yeah, don't earn me. 4. Okay. Potatoes. Okay, we got 10. One more. Am I right? Was it carrots? Perfect. All right. So we'll be walking away with a decent amount. Who are you, bro? You ain't got no job. Don't look at me. Okay. Oh, oh, wait. Maybe he has a cool new thing. He's upgrading. Okay. Nope. Okay, these are not interesting to me. I don't care if it's not. Oh my goodness. Well, hold on. Another dude. We got another dude here. Okay. Sorry, but you're not it. Oh my goodness. This dude's struggling. Where's my pickaxe? I'm just gonna make a hole right here. I don't want these guys to die. Can't have them dying. So come here. What you got? Give me my nice little book. Boom. Does it change? It's like of Latasha. Nope. And we'll get this. Right click to dust off. So I'll see these guys in a bit. You guys stay safe. Keep a little spot right there, and I'm gonna get ready and read all this. Honestly, I'm looking to read this amazing book first, because if you gotta do something special to get it, like give out 8 emeralds, I think it's like a decent amount. So let's be sitting on the couch of relaxation. You guys quiet down, all right? Actually, here, have one stick, share it. All right, got me a dusty book. Let's right click it. Partially digested journal. All right, this is just perfect. 8 pages, and it's written by anonymous. Wait, anonymous. I'm stupid. I said it wrong. Anonymous. Okay. What do I want to read first? Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, I said this one. Okay, this one I will read first. All right. Okay, let's go. Second episode of today. Boom. I feel the wind through my bones, the thrill of the hunts. The life of a skeleton is fun, hard, and dangerous. I remember my first kill. It was great, especially when I took that pathetic Steve's iron armor and became even stronger. I'm wearing armor, yeah, iron armor. Some ask how the skeletons are made. I was found as a Steve. I was working hard at night building a shelter after mining for what seemed like an eternity. When I heard the sound of a spider and the clacking of a skeleton, I turned around and saw it, the spider jockey. I picked up my sword, but the skeleton didn't even flinch. It spoke. Is this life boring you? Are you looking for a challenge? Do you like shooting things? Join the hunt for the Steves that plague this world. We can turn you into a skeleton, I assure you. The process is painless. I laid down my sword and followed the spider jockey into a swamp to the witch's hut. A witch stared me down and started brewing a potion. She threw tons of ingredients in her cauldron: glowstone, redstone, gas tears, nether warts, and Hero Brian knows what else. Muttering some strange words all the while. Inside the cauldron was a mixture of a purplish hue swimming around in a blue sea. The witch scooped some up in a bottle and handed it to me. The witch just said, "Drink." I took the bottle from her and looked at it closely. I took a sip before downing the whole bottle's worth. Immediately, I got the worst brain freeze I have ever had. Probably should have drank the potion more slowly. Then I felt my skin start to tear away. All my organs burst into flame, and yet I felt no pain. I looked down, and all I saw was my skeleton. I looked over to the spider jockey and saw him smiling, at least as much as the skeleton can smile. He beckoned to me, and helped me tame a local spider. I named her Daisy. The spider jockey then helped me carve my first bow and string with my spider silk, and he came along to help me shoot my first thief. That is how I become a skeleton. I'm gonna have something cool on the screen that says +1 book or something like that. 3 books out of 100 have been read. All right, and that was partially digested journal. Basically, went over a guy that turned into a skeleton. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fire. Okay, fire, get it? Because the dude burnt away his skin. It sounds brutal. I'm not gonna lie. But next we'll do. Do I want Latasha last, or I'll do my animal, because you know I got my animals right here. They didn't eat that. I don't want y'all to breed. I'm not gonna let that happen. Wait, was in there for you? Oh wait, it's shown right here. All right, next book, My Animal. We'll try and read 2 books tonight. Sleep, maybe read 2 more in the morning. All right. My Animal. Swooping down like a slime, I snatch my prey with written talons and fierce stone blocks. I would be a Pernifaka, a catman with a chicken's horn, an eagle's talons, the wrist of a scorpion, and the wings of a witch. Why? Some may eloquently ask. Because Fernifakas are covertly buttoned. That's why, dumb feet. What's that called? Okay, this is about a Pernifaka. Maybe that's. I think that is that dude's dream animal he wants to be. That was actually really quick. I didn't expect 2 pages. You know what? Why not? We'll throw a diary in here too. Read for tonight. Boom. Page 1 of 1. Diary 67. I ate today. The toenail clippings I had to. Dash. Jarna. Okay. Another book. Okay, that was surprisingly even shorter than the last. We got Helping Hand, Minecraft Origins 3, and Latasha. And I will choose this one right here. Book 3. He made first the physics of how the world would work. Then he made the first block, stone. It and its offspring, cobblestone and dirt, would be the primary constituents of the worlds. He then made the trees to give the beings tools. Beings tools to work with. Okay. The origins of Minecraft, about stone, cobblestone, and tools. That's pretty good. You know, I'm just gonna finish out these books because I think they'll be a lot easier for me to do. Then I can go on my whole demolishing of this. Maybe I'll do it like with a camera right here, and it'll look cool me destroying it, and maybe making a roller coaster as well over here, and to finish it, because I think that will buy me some time than just walking. Roller coaster to this new amazing thing. Okay. Next book. Helping Hand. Okay. Next book. The Saga of Latasha. Once upon a pile of lapis lazuli by a taiga, there lived a normal Ekna named Latasha, who rode a hopper. One day, while his anvils were in the fort, Latasha exploded away on his hopper. Naturally, his dog was wet. Latasha cared not, for he knew what he must do. Press every enchanted hearing Ajawaze will ball pow in a we pump pick chalapa mile radius. The end. That is a long, confusing word. Okay. Now for my officially longest book that I have found. 15 pages. I think the most I've had here is just 8. That was the first few. So for this one, I actually need to lock in hard. You guys are barking a whole bunch. I love you guys, but you know what? Let me move y'all over here to the corner. Because maybe y'all don't want to sit out there anyway. So come on everyone. Y'all can sit next to the wonderful ink sac and the amazing golden apple. See you guys in a bit. The Helping Hand. Hopefully this book right here doesn't have like big words for me. Not like, I know it's like basic words, but not like blah, 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 this. You know, like just a giant word. Okay. 15 pages. Page 1 of 15. Angela roamed the halls. She wasn't doing much. She had nowhere fancy or wherever to be. She wasn't to be picked up for another half an hour, so she just walking as she normally does on a day like this. In her quite large high school, she could do her homework. Angela not care. What did she want? Was it that her life was so monotonically boring? Did she wish to have a purpose in life? It was a mystery, one that wouldn't be solved for a while until one day. On this stormy Thursday, Angela woke up to the sound of loud chatter. It was coming from the living room. She quickly got dressed and walked downstairs. ... Too bad he can't be with us much longer. It's so sad, her mom said. Yeah, I know. He cared for me and Angela so much, her dad said. Huh? What are they talking about? Angela thought to herself. She reached the bottom and faced her parents. What are you guys talking about? Angela asked. Oh, sweetie, we didn't want you to know so quickly, but we might as well tell you, Angela's dad said. You see, your grandpa Nicholas, well, he's on his last. He can't live much longer with his heart condition and will be put to sleep today. We are going to go see him one last time today, her mom explained. At first, Angela gasped. Then Angela didn't know what to say, for she cupped her hands and held them up to her face, crying. Angela, please don't cry. Would you like to come with us today to say our final goodbye to him? Say our final goodbyes to him. My fault, guys. Her mom asked. Well, I would, but I can't. I have a test today in my math, and it can't miss it. Angela said, stammering and crying. Can't you skip for a day, Skip for a day, Angela said. Sad and depressed with the death of her beloved grandfather, Angela went to her school. She didn't have time to get herself ready. She looked like a mess. Kids in her class made fun of her. She was being called names and such. It a bad day for Angela. When Angela took the test, she had such a migraine and almost didn't want to take it. But she pulled through, only to get 76, the lowest in the class. Angela was so sad that she broke out crying in the bathroom during her usual after-school time. This was most certainly one of the worst days in her life. Most certainly. My fault, guys, again. I keep messing up, but my bad, my bad. Being tired for crying, Angela washed up and left the bathroom. When she did, she saw something peculiar and disturbing. A boy, most likely a senior, was dragging a girl by her left hand into the boys' bathroom. Angela didn't think what to think of it. She was having such a bad day already, but all of a sudden, Angela got this massive wave of energy. It was like all the anger and depression mixed together into one potent emotion of sorts. It enraged her. Angela was disgusting, for she knew what most likely happened if she ignored the situation. She was going to be her own hero. Angela rushed across the hall into the boys' bathroom. 3, 2, 1. Angela kicked the door open. She saw the boy and the girl. It did not look like a pretty scene indeed. The girl was shaking in a corner. The boy stood up to face Angela. Before he could even look at at her, Angela had him by the leg. Angela swooped down onto the boy, punching him in the gut, groin, chest, face, everywhere. As she screamed at the boy, eventually, Angela let the boy go. The boy, quite scared, ran off, for he had learned a lesson that day not to do such acts. Angela faced the girl in the corner. Hey, everything's fine now. Angela attempted to comfort the girl. Did you really just do that? The girl asked. Yeah, it's okay. I wanted to help, Angela said. Oh, thank you so much, the girl exclaimed. Embracing Angela inside, Angela felt a deep sense of joy and happiness, for she had done something to help change someone's life. Angela learned a lesson that day as well. When life is full of bad things, that doesn't mean you should ignore bad situations. Be a good person and lend a helping hand after all. You don't need a reason to help others. That was a long story, and MVP Angela came through at the end. That was nice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books finally finished. About to hit 9. About to fill the whole row. All right. That's nice. Gonna see you guys in a bit because that thing behind us, we're gonna take it down. And luckily, if you follow my head, imagine like it's a pointer to the ocean. I will have a railroad system that will burp right into the air so I can get the maximum spawn of mobs. All right. See you guys. Just went mining. Maybe I'll put some of that cool stuff on screen, but we are back. I think this will be a good amount. So maybe send me up just a whole ramp upwards like this. It's around here. But anyway, let's see if I'm lucky enough to even get something like looting. Sharpness, something, 4 or 5. I'm stupid. I don't know Roman numerals, but first enchantment. You see, look, enchantment made or achievement got right there. Enchanter, looting 3. Okay, now this just made this whole thing a lot more easier. I could probably finish this whole thing so much quicker now. All right, so I'm gonna come downstairs. I'm not gonna need that no more. Come down here. We are going to split this off. How much is in here? Take all this. I'll just let that go. Split one more time. 45 or 35 and 35. Let this all smelt up. Now I put the rest in here. We'll wait for these two to smelt up. Then I wait. Okay, I have redstone. All right, perfect. Will this be enough redstone? I think it can be enough, but we'll take the redstone, take that, and time to demolish this baby right here. This is gonna suck. After finishing my destruction process, I made some rails, some powered rails, and some redstone torches, as you see, and constructed our little way to get up and down to our new one that I'm soon going to build. Here's the construction of that. But afterwards, I did go to mine, and I think that's where I'll pick up at because I didn't have enough powered rails, which does suck. So I can only go down, but you'll see the new bit here. So. Oh, I wish I was recording, but I'm over here mining for some powered rails. I'm getting gold ore to craft some rails, right? I am digging, and I found one of these, and look, I just got a book too. Deja Vu, 3 out of 9. So it's a series. I got 2 dusty books. This, some music, and another dusty book, which means we can get books off of certain structures. So hopefully if I'm lucky enough, I can find more places like that and get more books. But hey, that's just a little update for me. So I'm gonna try and find maybe a few more gold or a few. Oh wait, I forgot a diamond back there. Oops. But a bit more gold ore and that'll be it. I forgot one more diamond. My fault. So we got 5 diamonds. And after a little bit of grinding for more extra gold, our wonderful roller coaster has been finished. Or my new way of getting up and down. It's my newest mob spawner after I finish it, actually. But this is what I have. It may not be the fastest and not perfect, but hey, it's a way to get up and down. And I get a slow look over the land. And then if I want to go the other way, I just, or let me wait. I push this, and now I'll go all my way back. Almost there, almost at the edge, and there we go. Whee! Whee! And we're back. Took about a good 30 seconds, maybe. maybe like 20 seconds. But hey, new way to get there. And in the meantime, I'm gonna maybe farm. I want to make it look nice this time, so I'm probably gonna farm birch trees, and then I'll finally build it. So maybe that forest of trees right there will be gone. It's construction time. So excited. This is gonna take probably maybe 10 minutes or so, but hey, I need to add more powered rails to this, but hey, it's gonna take 10 minutes or so. So until then, I'll fast forward it or time skip something cool. Finished making this a couple, maybe like an hour ago, but now I've been just waiting and look all that XP come in and bet about how much books are coming. I bet this me. Look at, oh my god, this is gonna be perfect for me. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a decent amount. Oh yes. I think that's what I'm gonna end today off by reading the rest of those. So let me get out of here. Hello everyone. We're back. I went up there, just waited twice, just 2 times for it to fill up, and we have a decent amount. And I'm gonna finish today off with the rest of these. These 2 dust ones, let me see what they are real quick. The tunnel and the man. All right. That one says unique. Wait, what? Unique. Hold up. They say unique? Oh, I guess it's because certain ones part of a bigger story. Oh, I'm just reading. I can collect them all in the end. But let's see which one we'll choose from. These will be the last ones. Oh, I'm tired. We'll do a traveler's log. Excuse me. Traveler's log. Day 1. I am lost, hopeless. The sunlight sets the land ablaze. I have little food or water. I won't last long in this arid desert. I am quite far from home, at least 75 miles from civilization. My life is to be ended. The destiny of me will be bestowed upon me. My obscure but cruel fate. Day 2. Just ate the last of my bread. I can go weeks without food, but what about water? My canteen was 3/4 empty. I need to find some water, maybe an oasis. Anything right now. Just anything to keep me hydrated to live another day. Day 3. Nothing yet. Still searching through the desolate wastelands of this massive desert. It never occurred to me just how barren a desert could be. I can hear the tumbleweeds and the crickets chirping. If there were anything. Day 5. Oh, we skipped over day 4. Day 5. Well, there goes the last of my water. I will be doomed if I don't find water soon. I must search. I must survive. I will not give out without a fight, or I will not give up without a fight. Day 6. I just realized cacti store water. I am surrounded by them too. Using my knife, I cut the nearest green spiny plant in half. Ah, a full canteen. Now, if only I have food to quench my ravenous hunger. Day 8. Found a dead rat out here. I'll eat anything now. I am beyond belief. Whoa. Blah, blah, blah. I can't speak. I'm starving beyond belief. I can feel my already ravaged body eating itself away. I am in much trouble. Day 11. This is so frustrating. No sign of any people, civilization, anything. I am beginning to think I will never reach the end of this notch-forsaken place. Day 13. While walking today, I noticed something. Looked like a house. I madly dashed for it. It seemed to be the same distance no matter how much I ran. In my haste, I fell into a deep hole. I can't seem to find a way out of it, and I'm hurting all over. Day 14. Still stuck. The hole is at least 30 blocks deep. I sprained my ankle very bad and broke my arm. Luckily, I didn't break my writing arm. This log is about the only thing keeping me sane out here. I'm probably going to die anyway. If I don't get out this hole, I will run out of water soon. If I don't starve or bleed out first. Day 16. Hallucinations, weakness, nausea have set in. I can feel the life being drained from me with every agonizing moment. This is it. The end of me has come. It'll be soon. I am going to die in this hill. I have had a good life, y'all. Goodbye to you all. Does this dude even have a name? Unknown. There is the traveler's log. And officially, we finished our first row. I believe 9 books. Okay. That's perfect. All right, now next. Wisdom. I think we don't have another wisdom. No, I don't. Let me see. Let me go with blah, blah, blah. A burnt diary. How long is it? Okay. Wait, what? Whoa. Wait, what? Okay, hold up. Okay, this one's interesting. A burnt diary by Minnie. I tried my hardest to flee, to not become one of them. I wanted to scream, to cry, but I couldn't. The zombies tried to kill me. I came to Psycho to save me, but he just swung his sword at me like I was one of the zombies. What did I do? Why is Psycho trying to kill me? What did I do to deserve this? I just want to go home. I'm gonna guess Minnie was probably a zombie. Or something like that. Maybe a spider, a skeleton, something like that. Alright. That's interesting that it had my name in there. Caught me by surprise. Like, come on. In the bottom left, like, that's actually pretty cool. I like that detail. Sonnet 26. Page 1 of 3. Sonnet 26. The deepest, darkest depths of what? The deepest, darkest depths of Bathyral, whence they spawn brings these mighty heroes forth. The sea cucumber, forced to fight for pence, to make honest living, when from north came men who made experiments, the fourth of which was known as Charles Quaid, with last name Cumberman, and proved to be of worth, for he became a man with all the vast abilities of sea cucumber. Past the doors to open doors, CQ can melt his bones like any sea cucumbers, cast his entrails out like toxic waste, belt some justice into criminals, along with all the features from a man of song. Alright, that was Cucumber Man, I guess. Sonnet 26. Yoink. 5 more. And that'll be it for this video. So we'll do the man. Page 1 of 3. I saw a man today. He was normal, strung, and was holding a leg. I walked towards him to loudly grow him. But he gave me a straight look that opened me. I wetly walked away, trying not to stare at his fairly calm back. Unfortunately, he caught me. Holy cow, I said, yellowly. It was no use. The man quickly smelled me as I tried to get away. It wasn't long before he ripped off my bones. The moral of the story is you need to learn how to write with your thigh. You never know when a similar swampland could befall you, leaving you unable to write the story of how it happened. Okay, writing with thighs. That's interesting. Next. Four more. The Tunnel Deja Vu. Just a few poems. Volume 2. Okay. Just a few. I can't speak. Just a few poems. Page 1 of 9. The same alleys and streets and roads. Houses and skyscrapers, cities and towns. People and creatures and plants. Art and science and philosophy. Religion and cultures, insults and friendships. The difference, how to describe it, how to reveal it, how do I show it to them? Beautiful. Imagination, diverse, new life, new lands, new people. Seemingly everything. The world, humans and inhuman immortals and mortals. Feared and scaled, walking on fours and twos. Changing and shifting, never quite the same, strong and fast. Cunning and smart, two souls as one, a combination of both. A new path, a new life, yet our mission to destroy? A young fox scurries through the woods. He is alone. He calls out, wondering why he is afraid. Again and again, calling for some angel or guide to come and help him. There is no answer. A whoosh. And he narrowly misses an attack from a fiend of the sky. He begins to cry, another miss. He continues running, calling again and over, and still nothing. He slipped into a log, crying. There he stayed. The morning rose, and again he called and cried, alone and lost. The day wound by. Over and over he called, until there was nothing left to call for. He cried, rustling. A couple of poems, or just a few poems, by Oliver Rook. Wisdom, The Tunnel, or Deja Vu? Let's do The Tunnel. That's a unique one, it says. But we will skip that one, and we will do Wisdom's Journal. Wisdom's Journal. Here's one burning. Why is he burning? Oh. Okay, he's just being fine. He's just being killed. Okay, Wisdom's Journal, 8 out of 9. Date, 4th, 29th, 10:45. This night I woke up feeling great. I have adjusted my sleep schedule, sleep during the day and be awake at night, because my skin seemed to be getting more sensitive to light, and no one was awake at night to look at me with their beady eyes. I don't know what it is, but I feel lively again, and my stomach isn't churning, and the black spots are still covering my skin, and my feet hang off the bed. But otherwise, I think I might be getting better. Okay. Wisdom's Journal. And lastly, Deja Vu. Please don't be a lie. Please don't be a lie. Ooh, thank you. And my name is mentioned again. Okay. Deja Vu. Page 1 of 1. Deja Vu is a flaw in reality. Something they can't cancel. They make everyone forget it, but they can't set time back exactly to the point where it was before the deletion. You might be experiencing it very soon. It was really nice to meet you, Psycho. Oh. It was nice to meet you too. It was really nice to meet you too. Is there a name to this? Oops, my bad. It was nice to meet you too, nobody. All right. Wrong chest. Ooh, I am gonna need. I'm gonna need it. Like, I need a boost to read this. I need a snack. Guess what? This is so far the longest book I've read. I have one in there, or is it? I don't remember. It was a girl named with an A, I think, Angela. Whew. All right, let's get this ready. Golden apple. I had one in real life, that's why I burped. A little small burp. The Tunnel. Page 1 of 28. I go to the semi-rural college in western Pennsylvania. Like any school in this country, it has its fair share of ghost rumors. There's the ghost of Emma that haunts the theater, the unnamed ghost that haunts the older dorms, the hundreds of dead bodies at the end of the pond, etc. But those are also played up, even by the administration, that they're rather hard to believe. However, every once in a while you'll hear about the ghost that roams a tunnel on our campus. It goes between the aforementioned theater and one of older buildings that has some dorms in it, but is mostly used for its banquet hall. Anyway, this ghost rumor is heard rarely. At best, most students couldn't even tell you that tunnel exists. However, a few of my friends and I got wind of the tunnel from one of the people, and the one building at the end of it found it while he was exploring. He got scared of some noise and got the heck out of there and didn't go back. A few days after he told us about it, I ran into one of the older maintenance guys that had been around the campus a while and confirmed the tunnel's existence, only adding, I wouldn't go down there, at least not without turning the lights on. So one night, my friends and I decided to make a run down the tunnel with the lights out, just to make sure no one got hurt. We drew straws. Whoever got the short straw would do the run, while the rest of waited. We checked out a camera that had night vision from the tech kids and borrowed some walkie-talkies from my friend's parents, who live a half hour from the school. There were 5 of us, so 2 would wait either end of the tunnel, entering through the respective building, and the one would do a run with the camera. If anything went wrong, we would use the walkie-talkies. It's raining in the background. That sucks. Myself being extremely lazy, I made damn sure I got a long straw, and so my ended up making the run. When we got down to the tunnel, it was pitch dark and smelled of sewage. No idea why. Jeff started on my end, where the light switch was, well, not so much a switch, but a giant lever on a fuse box. You know, the kind. We tested the walkie-talkies and we all went silent. Jeff counted to 3 under his breath and took off. We turned our flashlights in the opposite directions of the tunnel so we could see if anyone was coming, to make sure that the night vision was on the cam. It stayed effective. We heard Jeff's footsteps for a good minute before they faded completely, and then we waited for the call that Jeff had made it. We waited for that, felt like forever. Then all of a sudden, a voice came over the walkie-talkie. It was the other team. Hey, did Jeff leave yet? We're bored over here. I checked my watch. Jeff had left almost an hour ago. Jeff has almost left an hour ago. Dude, Jeff left an hour ago? I thought you were with us. What are you talking about? Hit the switch, and as soon as we see the lights meet us, halfway down the tunnel, it took a minute for the lever to cooperate. Whatever this tunnel had been used for previously I'm fumbling here. Whatever this tunnel had been used for obviously hadn't needed done in some time. And the lever was quite rusty. Once I got the thing to flip, it took a moment for the lights to buzz all the way on, and a few seconds later we heard the walkie-talkies again. Alright, we got light, start running. The tunnel couldn't have been more than 400 or so yards long, and the entire way down there wasn't a single ladder, sewer grate, door, or other way out of the tunnel other than heading down to the other building. After a few moments of jogging, I could hear the other team coming up to us. Just as I was about to call out to them, I tripped. I was a little dizzy from hitting the concrete, but it only took me a few seconds to come back and realize what I had tripped on. It was that camera, what was left of it at least. The lens was missing and the handle was busted off. The viewfinder was cracked and the flip-out screen was hanging on by wires. Where in the world is Jeff? Where's his walkie-talkie? That's all we kept asking each other until I finally stood up, stuffed what was left of the camera in my bag, and said, forget it. We need to get out of here. We'll call his phone when we get outside and see where he was. We had left our phones in the car 67 calls. We called him a total of 67 stinking times and couldn't find him. That was a week ago. We have called even more since then. Notch knows how many times his roommate won't stop. texting me. I'm so scared of where he is. It gets freakier though. The SD card and the camera wasn't in there when I got back to my dorm and got it, and whew, got. Excuse me, my bad. I got back to my dorm and checked it. Today I got an email that I had a package in the mailroom. When I opened it, all that was in there was Jeff's phone. The SD card and note that said, I wouldn't watch that. His phone stopped counting at 99 and mixed in were calls from his girlfriend back home, his mom, and countless texts. I couldn't go through them. He still has to be out there. I know I shouldn't watch on the card, but I need to find out where he is. I'm so scared right now. I finished watching what was on that card. I'm so scared. As soon as the video was over, the light in my room went out. It had been flickering for a few days, so it's probably just a coincidence. What's concerning is that at the end of the tape, I could have sworn the side of the janitor's face is the third to last frame. I must have frozen it 20 times, and that has to be him. It has to be. Even more concerning that is the noise coming from my ceiling, like someone stopping up there. When I lived on the 3rd floor, that was common. But I'm on the 4th floor now. There's nothing between here and the roof. But maybe 3 feet of space with some ventilation systems and cables and whatnot. This stomping won't just stop. Make it stop. Jeff's phone just texted mine a minute ago. Ooh. I left it in the living room, so I thought it was my roommate, but he went home for the weekend. He won't be back until tomorrow. The door is shut and locks automatically. I went to the living room and the phone was gone. I called it 3 times. On the 3rd time it picked up, I heard breathing. And then it hung up. I texted the other guys, but they won't respond. Oh gosh, what am I going to do? I tried to go outside for a cigarette to calm myself down, but the door won't open. No matter how much force I put on the handle, it won't budge. I'm pretty sure I'm losing my mind. Jeff's phone is calling me. I wish I'd never started telling the story. I wish I'd never gotten the email about the package. I wish I'd never gotten curious and opened the card on computer. And most of all, I wish there was more than breathing coming through my phone. Waiting, the counter isn't running. When I picked up the phone, it immediately hung up and didn't notice until now. The breathing is in my ear. I can see his reflection in the screen. He knows this is the last thing I'll ever write. So he's letting me finish. Never go down that tunnel. Never disregard an old man's advice. Goodbye, world. You've served me well. Flevy Vance. That was interesting. That was an actual, like, decent sized story. We going through a tunnel, some information about the tunnel, and then poor guy got taken at the end. He was just able to write his last book, but that's interesting. Anyway, let me chill in here so the rain doesn't annoy me. See my dogs, my ink sac, and my golden apple. And thank you guys for coming by and watching the 2nd episode. I'm sorry if it's really long. It's going to be really long because all the books and I expand them out insanely long. But next episode will be me grinding and raiding. So that's what I'm going to try to do for the majority of that. But thank you for stopping by. And actually, thank you. I've gotten a lot of subscribers in like last 2 days. So I got like 80. I started off with like a good 24, but now I'm at 80. That's like 60 subscribers. And I'm highly glad that I'm able to produce this and have people watch it. Thank y'all for watching, and thank you for staying here with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.